Salve, anyways, this one we're actually going to talk about Ghost Reaper Girl's character, Noel Ulthar. And this is Kai Iod. This is Noel Ulthar, if you know about the Cats of Ulthar. So basically he starts out as a soul predator. He has like a soul predator skill. He starts, I think, well, you see him at like the end of chapter 1. He goes to chapter 2. But this is what he looks like when he joins with Noel. Like, this is the form that he's in. This is the form that, you know, Noel Ulthar is in, just so you know. But let's take a look at him in there. Here's like another picture of him. And there you can see everyone else. But so basically, Noel Ulthar is, he starts out where it's like he's got like this Eternal Starvation. And he's like at risk of becoming like an evil spirit, like he's in descent. So basically what happens is Love and Kai Iod, like he tries to like attack them and they repel his attack, and he's kind of like going on about the hunger and everything, and she can understand what it's like to be hungry, so she can relate to Noel because she's been hungry on the street and stuff, and it shows her in the flashbacks where she's kind of like Terror in Teen Titans, or like mixed with like Harley Quinn where she's running around with a baseball bat and like living out of, you know, like trash and stuff. So basically he messes up her room, and she actually wants to do some domestic servitude where she ends up bringing him back and having him clean the room. You know what I mean? So it's like pretty cool, like if you're into that. So what happens is he's a soul predator, and like he was like really starving, and he ends up eating his own tail. I think he ate his brother when it died too. But I know he eats his own tail, which is kind of, you know, important because the fact that he ate his own tail, you can see when he joins with her, he's the tail. He's like the talking tail, so that's when she's in the form with him. And you can kind of see how that is. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah. So basically, she ends up battling with him, and she has the through the blood skill. And, you know, like, Kai Iod didn't think that like, there was a way to save him. He was like really close to like slipping into where he'd become like the evil spirit, so descending, like turning into something else. Because you have the insatiable hunger where they're always hungry, and then finally, you know what I mean, like when they eat so many like other ghosts, it turns them into like some sort of evil like type thing. You know, I don't think they show it yet. Yeah, I don't think they've showed it. They sort of hint at it, like what it does, as compared to like actually showing it. So as you can see, he's like, he's an alright character, you know what I mean? He's mostly there because he joins with Noel. And when he joins, when he joins with Chloe. You know what I mean? When he joins with her, she's a little bit more agile and she has some advantages there. But other than that, there's really not much to him yet. Like, he hasn't developed any skills yet. When she beats him, you know, he becomes one of her other servants, like one of her submissives, one of her, like, slaves, one of her, whatever you want to term you want to do it, one of her pets. And he just wanted to have the lazy cat life. So, you know, Kai Iod, he's like the really good cook and stuff. He's kind of like something out of Food Wars. This guy's a little bit more like the lazy cat loafer. You know what I mean? He almost gets his head cut off by Shoggoth at one point, like when he steps to her. He just barely like avoids her at the top. So he's very loyal to Love. He doesn't insult her. Love first joins with him because Nyarlathotep like mortally wounds him. You know what I mean? So the only way to save him, because he wouldn't heal otherwise, even though he's a spirit, was for Love to join with him and let him go into her body, and then that's when the first time she turns into this, when that happens. And she can like jump and evade everything and stuff like that. But like I said, his form is pretty cool looking, but right now it doesn't have any skills, because when he was a soul predator, he had the soul predator skill, but when she kind of freed him, because it was kind of like the soul predator kind of like possessed him in a way, so he wasn't like really the soul predator, you know, it's like a little bit strange, but yeah, so that's basically what happens. And like I said, you can see they're pretty good, they all got along and stuff. I think they're a cool crew, but like I said, I'm more interested in the females, like Nyarlathotep, or Mistress Nyala, whatever you want to call her, Love, and Shoggoth. But yeah, so like I said, Noel Ulthar, he's an alright character, but he still hasn't gained the skill yet when he joins with her. So when he gains the skill when he joins with her, you know what I mean, I think he's going to be a lot better. He's going to be a lot more interesting of a character. And, you know, anyways, I hope you check out Ghost Reaper Girl. Now you know Noel a little bit better. Take care.